Night time is ending. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. They can carry you anywhere you like, well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the... Easy to lose your way if you can't see landmarks. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of play. Smirked! You're half dead. Steel punch. Bomper Bonkers busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Let's see. There's not much left of what we used to call our world. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end. In flames. That's just awful. Watch your step around here. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel, the toxinol dumped in the surf, had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know... He hopes you remember that one time he taught you to upcycle, and hopes you've had some use for it over the years. Gizmo says he also has re-memories from the long gone, but unlike you, he doesn't think of the past, for it's gone. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to.
See? On my side. Go, Dark, go!
First instincts can be truly awful.
The fun thing is always the right thing.
Next time, look at it with a clear heart.
Darkly dark, dark.
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choices you made on the path that brought you to this point. Would you have been happier going in a different direction? Suppose supposes that's all any of us can do. Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Understands why you're bent on finishing the world off. Supposes it's a mercy to make it faster. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seemed so centered and so seeking. Figures everyone does. They seem unusually dedicated to finding them. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. That's what he decided to call it after he saw it for the first time. It's big and fluffy, that's accurate enough, if you can see past the blue colour, that is. The tribes need someone to unite them. They're short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes. A tragedy. There's no time to look back. Too busy moving on. They're short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who that's the leftover you're looking for. It really is a different world underground. Makes your skin crawl. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Be on the watch for a way out. Keep your eyes on the end. Ooh-wee, that's biohazard. Feel the wind. Winners get to keep moving. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep... This monkey's mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. It's okay to smile at the growing light. Nothing beats your own 2 feet. Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. Imagine that. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. That'll be a lesson to others. The light is nearly blinding. That over there is Steepo Deep, the cliffside that Moog hangs onto. Uppity up.
Immo Diava
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Drei.
Out there with the monsters, it's kill or be killed. Which will it be for you?
Danach und dieser Fehler.
You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care.
Ai arin kashumai. Sigaya lamayaba.
It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
Mustakabala nukuntunash.
Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like.
Jira Vabasco. Waxandonia ina machamala.
Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot.
Mustakbala. Ufuksu iskualehan. Yoshkaba.
Gets why you're thinning the herd so hard, but he wishes you'd leave some monsters for everybody else.
Mustakbala. Gomojudo Pavazil.
Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones.
Untlo.
He's afraid you're just as stubborn as them.
Eskayamaku.
But enough of that, right?
Badan udidimada. Bulshada. Eskayamaku.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed.
Badya analog.
He's not.
Tudu baba. Munteo mastuna. Kuhu.
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short.
Kaffee. Badya analog.
Thinks that it all hangs on the tree of life. When it started to fail, everything changed.
Biada.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Echine.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Dakadnio umumwaka. Lech sam.
There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Says you stick to the hunting and shots present themselves later. Let's see. Be sure to buckle your safety harness. The hero has to stand on its own. Take it as easy as you can. The script, hold up. Place is just filled with critters. You have a chance to change the future for good or bad. Handy. Playtime is over. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. All yours now. It's time to create your own path. Hold on to that. hands upon the steerer.